Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to the video. I keep hearing people ask, what is Promods? Well, let me walk you through it. So Promods is essentially a extension to Euro Truck Simulator 2. And it's a more extended version, if you want to call it that. So ETS2, you've got Central, Northern, Southern Europe, parts of Eastern Europe as well. Whereas you also have some maps missing to the base game. So that would be, I say maps, parts of Europe. So for example, in ETS2 base game, you don't have Northern Ireland. You only have a little bit of Wales, a little bit of Scotland. And there's a few towns that are missing as well. So with Pro Mods, it gives you all of Ireland. It gives you a bigger chunk of Scotland and Wales as well. And yeah, let me show you what I mean. So this is the ETS2 map. So the way that I can explain it is that the chunk kind of from here, so from almost from Aberdeen onwards, really, you don't get any of this on base game. You don't get any of Ireland and Northern Ireland on base game. And like in base game, you only get Swansea and Cardiff, I think. I could be wrong. But Pro Mods just adds a great amount more detail. So you've got Belfast, you've got Dublin. London is a lot more detail as well. They've even chucked Croydon in there, which, you know, I guess each to their own, you know, for people living in Croydon, shout out at Croydon. Anyway, and Portsmouth as well. You don't get Portsmouth in base game. And a various amount of other places on the map as well. So you get all of this in base game anyway, but it's nowhere near as detailed. There's nowhere near as many roads and highways and things like that. There's just so much more detail. And the only way that I can explain it is that you know when you see the geo what are they called when people are doing the maps, right? You can kind of tell when you're in a specific country. You can't really tell that on the base game in Euro Truck, whereas on Pro Mod you can, like the architecture, brickwork, stuff like that. You can tell you're in the UK, whereas in Spain it's probably a lot more like there's a lot more deserts and sand and dusty and things like that. In France, it's just there's a lot more freeways. Obviously, it's going to give it away that you're on the right-hand side of the road, right? But anyway, also on Pro Mods, you get parts of the Middle East. So I've upgraded to the 276 Pro Mods, which came out yesterday. So they actually have a great step part of for Pro Mods, but that's not out on 276 yet. So that would give you this part here. So that would be like Israel, which is not really a place you want to be driving at the moment, let's be honest. But anyway, you get all parts of Eastern Europe. You can even add even more roads to this game as well. There's so many different mods you can add to Pro Mods. You've got up here, further up the map, you've got Kirkin's Quarry. Kirkens. I can never pronounce things, bro, honestly. But this quarry is the most famous map on Pro Mods, especially on Truckers MP, because it's absolutely carnage. This is the Pro Mods version of CD Road on TMP. If you know, you know. It's carnage. But Pro Mods is brilliant. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that was just a little bit of a demonstration as to what Pro Mods is like. I love it. I think I don't really go on anything else other than Pro Mods now. I just think it's so much better. It's so much cleaner. It's fun to play. It's just a lot more realistic in my opinion. So Promods is free, or you make, I think it's like a €1.30 donation to get it, which is what, 90p in the UK. But the caveat to that is that you need every map DLC on ETS2. So what do I mean by that? When you buy ETS2, you have the base game, and the base game will just be the United Kingdom, some of Central Europe, such as France, Germany, north of Italy, Switzerland. Not really a lot else more. So the DLC are the map extensions, the downloadable content. So you have to buy like the Nordics, you have to buy Spain and Portugal, you have to buy Italy, you have to buy more of Eastern Europe. And then once you've got all of those DLCs in one place, that is when you can install Promods. Now that's when it does get a bit spenny. So if you're looking, you know, it's probably around £90, £100 thereabouts. I could be wrong, the prices could change. But one thing I would mention is Steam. They do a lot of sales. There is actually a sale coming up on the 29th of September, I think it is, which will slash the price. It'll be like a third of the price. So it's definitely worth watching out for that, keeping a lookout, because you can get it for £30, £40 rather than best part of £100. Get yourself a saving there, and then you can get Promods. Trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. People are going out spending £65, £70 on EAFC, whereas it's the same game every year. Whereas Promods changes all the time. Every time it updates, it changes. There's new things added. There's new roads added. There's new sites added, stuff like that. And you can convoy with friends. It's just, in my opinion, I just think it's more fun. So there you go. Guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you do play Promods and what is your favorite, or where is your favorite place to go in Promods. You should see the subscriber icon coming up there very shortly, and you'll probably see a link to one of my videos here as well. So guys, I really appreciate you watching today. Thank you so much. Your support means the absolute world to me. And let me know in the comments what other things you want me to do videos on. Peace out.